Alright, so, this is going to be my review of Frankenstein, Agent of S.H.A.D.E, Volume 1, War of the Monsters. This is written by Jeff Lemire, and artwork is done by Alberto Ponzilli? Hope I'm saying that last name right. Now, basically what this is one of the new 52 books, part of the... This is actually a book that's going to be canceled at issue 16 to make way for more books. Woo. Anyway... Frankenstein, Agent of S.H.A.D.E. This is pretty much a book that was... It's pretty much the DC's equivalent to Hellboy. This basically follows the character of Frankenstein, who is a character that that is pretty much a very... He is a very Hellboy character. Even before the 52, he was treated like that. But basically, Frankenstein is the... top agent at this group called S.H.A.D.E. S.H.A.D.E is this group of superhuman that monitors superhuman activity or supernatural activity sometimes. It is led by their leader is Father Time, who is that girl in the Chinese costume. You see, even though it's Father Time, the thing is that every 10 years, Father Time's body regenerates, and his new body is a Japanese schoolgirl with a domino mask. Yeah. So, yeah. Also, the first story arc, getting onto that actually, the first story arc revolves around Frankenstein and the group known as the Creature Commandos, which consists of Velcuro, who is a vampire bat-esque character, the mermaid, who is a genetic scientist who created all the Creature Commandos, as well as turned herself into a Creature from the Black Lagoon-esque character, Sam Griffith, who is a werewolf, and Callus, I think I'm saying that name right, who is a mummy. And also Frankenstein's ex-wife, the bride of Frankenstein. That's literally what she's known as. All, basically, that first story arc revolves around this story arc called Monster Planet, which is basically this small town which gets under siege by monsters that come out of this lake. It's later, basically, this is not a deep writing story. This is just Jeff Lemire having fun. This is nothing. This feels very different. This has a lot of gore and blood in it, but the thing is that it's not like Animal Man, where that has very serious tones and it can be very graphic. And here it's just graphic for the sake of fun. This is a very different writing. This is just fun comic booky stuff, and it's really cool. I mean, this is some cool monster stuff. There is, even though the first volume collects the first 7 issues, which is actually something big because not a lot of these, the New 52 Volume 1 trades collect a lot of the, they usually collect up to about 6 issues. This collects the first 7. But, yeah, the first, I think it's a 3 or 4 part story, but that pretty much revolves around Frankenstein and the Creature Commandos going to this thing called the Monster Planet, which literally comes from a gateway that lives inside the lake in this town, and they have to stop it. They actually fight their way through mounds and mounds of monsters, and the best way they figure out is to take down these 3 titans that are kind of like the fathers of this planet, and they also discover that the planet itself is alive, and these monsters have been using it, like, they've been basically having this parasitic relationship with the planet, and the planet literally asks, through using S.H.A.D.E headquarters psychics, get them away from me, I want them gone, kill them all. Now, the other thing in here is that another character that plays in here is Dr. Ray Palmer. Yes, in the New 52, he's the government liaison for S.H.A.D.E. He's basically there to monitor all of them, and he's actually really cool. He's not the Atom in here. This is before in the New 52 where they reintroduced him as the Atom, but he does have the Atom powers where he can shrink and stuff. He actually builds a thing called the Zoo, which holds the original Creature Commandos, which were all horrible things. But basically, the first story arc gets you hooked in there. It's, again, very gory, and then we move on to a standalone story, which revolves around Frankenstein battling OMAC, which is, it's an alright fight. It's nothing big, it's just this fun, it's this little standalone story where Frank is just forced to fight OMAC because not because he wants to, because he has to. And it's actually, Father Time uses as a front for something else, which is basically he wanted to capture Brother Eye. Now, the other thing about this is that Frank is very intelligent. He grunts a lot, but he's usually very intelligent. He's also very, very angry. He loves combat. And the other thing is, his main weapon is, even though you see that minigun, he doesn't really use a minigun. That's just the cover. I might be forgetting something, but he doesn't use a minigun at all in this story. But he does use that sword, and that sword is St. Michael's sword. Yes, he wields the sword of the Archangel Michael, and it's a pretty powerful blade. Among other things, we also get a fun little reference where the vampire Volcoro and Sam Griffith the werewolf are fighting one of the titans on the monster planet, and they make a pseudo-reference to the Wolverine and Colossus fastball special, and they call it the furball special. I thought that was kind of funny. But all in all, this is just kind of fun. If you're looking for just some cheap gore and laughs, this is what I'd say. The last story arc is just a 2-part story involving. It's not really even connected. It's more or less they have these androids called the Humanids, which take over S.H.A.D.E, the S.H.A.D.E headquarters, as well as unleash the original creature commandos. And the story itself leaves off on a cliffhanger that just I was like, wow. I might be interested to get the rest of it in trade. Then again, maybe not. But yeah, this is really good. I know that Jeff Lemire left after issue 9, and the last issues 10 through 16 have been taken over by some guy whose name I forget. But this is pretty good. Again, this is probably also a book that's not for everyone. This is a straight up, just fun, wacky, pseudo gore. It's like I said, it's Hellboy in the if he was part of the DC universe. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. So this is just one for just the who wants something fun. This is actually something that I wanted to read because Duke Loops 1993 loves this comic book series, and this is also one of the books I got at the convention. This and I, Vampire, which I'm reading right now, and the first issue was really good. I'm reading through the rest of the trade, and I'll definitely do a review on that very soon once I'm done reading it. But yeah, I'd give this definite. For me, it's a 3 out of 5. It's nothing deep, but it's fun. It's good. It's just good for me. It's just something you can enjoy when you're looking for something not like something like a huge Scott Snyder-esque story arc. It's just fun. That's all I can say about it.